Today's episode is brought to you by Munchie Mug, the world's #1 premium no-spill snack cup. Listen to today's episode for a special offer from Munchie Mug. Munchie Mug, making your life less messy. Hey everybody, welcome to Don't Make Me Come Back There. We are a funny podcast about family. My name is Dustin Nickerson. I'm a stand-up comedian and the host of the aforementioned podcast. And alongside me on the due south wall of our state-of-the-art recording studio / our at-home bedroom is my co-host and lovely wife, Melissa Nickerson.
Hey there.
Thanks for tuning in, everybody, to this little little podcast that could. Thank you, backseaters. It means a lot to us that you give us your hard-earned time. Not money. This is free.
Your ears.
Your ears. Your phone was not free. The AirPods,
definitely not
of
free.
which you're listening to this, are maybe AirJuuls if you had to buy them at a gas station for $8 and they have an American flag on them.
AirJuuls.
I don't know. You know, there's the
yes.
They'll be
Juul
like,
is like vaping.
yeah, they'll. I know. That's why I mixed them. That's why it was funny.
Oh.
Melissa, don't make me.
Don't make me do this.
The gas station AirPods always have like a weird. They'll be like Apple Pods, and you're like, that's not what they're called.
Apple Pods.
They'll have like some,
Apple
like
AirTag pods.
yeah. I hear what? iBeats. What? I don't.
Beats by Apple.
I think they're called or iPods. You're like, no, that's not. That's throwback. You can't be selling those here. So, anyways, everybody, we appreciate you spending your hard-earned money on the devices which allow you to give us your hard-earned time. So today we are here to discuss a few things. Mom went on a field trip, a high school field trip.
I did.
Yes. We went to a theme park. We
sure did.
I performed for some moms. Mom had a mom day getaway that didn't turn into what she thought it was going to be. And she is pretty peeved about it. So a lot going on in today's episode.
That's right.
Before we get into that, a couple things. Want to let you guys know about some upcoming tour dates. As you guys know, I'm a stand-up comedian and I tour. And I've got a few dates left on this tour. So
you sure do.
This weekend, I'm going to be in Atlanta at the ASW Whiskey Exchange. That show is almost sold out. So get some tickets to that in Atlanta. And then the next day I'm going to be in Minneapolis. The early show at 8 is sold out, but there are still tickets available to the late show at 10 p.m. at the Underground Music Venue and at the Old Church in Portland on Sunday the 18th. That is almost sold out. Could very well be sold out by the time you're hearing this. So if you didn't get your tickets, get going. Then the rest of the month, 23rd, going back to the Liberty in Lynchburg, the 25th, Louisville, the 29th, Houston. Just added an extra Friday show on September 30th at Cap City Comedy Club in Austin. So there's 2 shows on Friday the 30th and 1 show on Saturday the 11th or the 1st. And the reason that I'm only doing that 1 show on Saturday is because I'm resting my voice because the next day we'll be filming our next comedy special in Dallas at the Addison Improv. We just added a second show at 5 o'clock because the first one sold so well. So October 2nd, words are so hard. I always mess up the dates and I like the challenge of it each week, but
at least your voice is better than
that's true.
Last week.
October 2nd, the Improv, Addison, Dallas, Texas, 2 shows, 5 and 7:30. Go get some tickets to that. Finishing the tour October 15th and 15th in Detroit, and then the 19th in Helium, and then we'll re-up.
That's in Philly.
In Philly, 19th. And then we'll re-up in the new year with some tour dates. Right now we have St. Louis. I believe Denver is going to go on sale. We've got some other things.
Pot stirring?
Yeah.
Awesome.
And I have an agent now, so I don't know all of them. So, Mel, what are you looking at your phone? You were about to read something.
I was writing down some promo for the subscriber email. Yeah.
Always working.
Just, got tabs.
Oh, you heard me say those things. So you were like, I'm going to.
Yeah. Anyway.
I'm listening.
I had something else to say, but then you brought that up.
I brought what up?
Oh, I was going to say that we had our patron Zoom on Sunday.
Oh, we did. Tell us about that.
Yeah, we sure did. We've got different tiers and different, we do a monthly Zoom hang. This one was a lot of fun. Like I already said, it's monthly. We had a great time. Patrons asked questions. We asked dumb questions and fun questions. And we realized that it was September 11th.
Uh-huh.
And the Queen had just passed.
Well, I don't think that affected attendance in any way whatsoever.
Hold on. And football had just started.
Right. That was a factor.
We were competing against a lot of different things.
The Queen, just so we're clear, the Queen's death had no effect on that whatsoever.
Well,
nobody skipped the Dustin Nickerson comedy Patreon Zoom hang. Because
maybe they flew to London.
Because the Queen had died 4 days earlier.
Out of town traveling. It was just... There was a lot of random topics that we weren't going to be discussing on our Patreons.
Right. Did you want to talk about the Queen?
I don't.
Yeah.
No, I don't. Do you want to make a statement?
No, I will say anytime I'm reminded of the monarchy, I forget. Oh, I'm like, oh yeah, that's right. They're still doing that. It's like a big... elaborate dress up thing. It's like she
had like so many dogs.
It's like LARPing, but with like some live action role play, but like with like a little authority in the world. It's very strange to me because we do have. Don't get me wrong. If you met a president, there's rules and there's that kind of stuff, but it's all very weird because like it's all. I don't understand anything about it.
But
I forget about it. It's the monarchy is like the Kentucky Derby. Every time I see it, I'm like, oh my, we're still doing that. That seems I'm not saying I'm for or against it. I literally had just forgot that had a place in society. I totally blanked out.
But they like make movies about it. Like there's a new Diana movie.
Yeah.
Because it's like fame and celebrity and culture.
Well, there's a lot of conspiracies on what happened that night.
Right.
And we're here to discuss none of them because we are a funny podcast about family.
I know. But it's so easy to get roped into the drama.
Right.
Like the rivalry of the brothers. Like
it was one
that is like very juicy.
Yeah.
If you want to participate.
Yeah, it's one of those. They're like real life like Skywalkers, and that it's like they live in this like weird world where everything's about them all the time
and their family.
Yeah. And the rest of us are like, hey man, I'm just trying to run my business at the canteen here. We're back to Star Wars here now. I'm just trying. I got my little house band here.
It's always the house band.
If you guys can, Could
you guys shut up? I got a business here.
This is what the rest of us are doing here.
Can you not fight in here?
Yeah. This analogy somewhat works. So anyways, if you guys missed the Zoom hang because of the Queen's passing, I'm so sorry I'm sorry that you took that so hard.
You should have been there.
Or maybe you were celebrating. I don't know what your life is. I know
your
that
cantina was very full.
I know that I'm on the internet, so I know there were a lot of different emotional responses to the Queen's passing. So yeah. With that being said, let's get some reviews. Not of the Queen's passing, but of our podcast and our book.
I'm sorry. We got off track. So Patreon, everybody knows about it, but our yearly Christmas card is coming up.
Oh, yeah, it is.
So you might want to jump in on Patreon for that. Or if you want to do a meet and greet pre-post show with Dustin on this final leg of his 2022 tour.
What?
Meet and greet.
Sorry.
Patreon meet and greet.
Oh, yeah. I totally misunderstood something you said. My brain. Okay.
Great.
Melissa and I were, we weren't fighting before, but I was irritated.
Yeah, and you're not one to vocalize that you're irritated.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I was really impressed that you told me.
Yeah, that. Here's how you know you have some repressed emotions.
Issues.
And you don't know how to. Here's a clear indicator that you don't know how to handle your feelings well. Is that when you tell someone you're irritated and it's clearly kind of about them, you don't get defensive. You just go, well, I'm just really proud that you told me how you felt.
I'm shocked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's real progress.
I was eating a hard-boiled egg in here.
Yeah.
And I hate chewing noises.
Yeah,
it drives me nuts.
It actually, it was a breakthrough moment for me because you hate the sound of chewing. But what I realized was you don't actually hate the sound of chewing. Everybody hates the sound of chewing when they're irritated, and you're always irritated.
By dinner time, yes.
That's what I'm saying. Like if you and I are sitting beachside in Kauai eating acai bowls, I could be chewing the bark off of a palm tree
in my ear,
in your ear, and it wouldn't bother you. It's when you are irritated and stressed.
Yeah.
You can't handle a little extra noise, and that's what it was. And I heard you, and then you came in here and started swishing. You were cleaning your teeth with your water. Totally reasonable thing to do before you're
filming.
on camera.
Yeah.
And then I wanted to knock a tooth out.
Right.
I would never.
But I actually, the chewing stuff got worse for me during the pandemic because of stress and everyone being home.
Right.
And it stayed with me.
Remember how
the pandemic has ended? It's stayed with me.
Yeah.
But I actually bought earplugs, and I knew that you would be like really offended if I wore them.
And then you did. In the middle of a family time.
You get offended by AirPods.
No, Melissa.
And no, but like it dims the noise.
Yeah.
It doesn't cancel it.
Yeah.
And I was trying to tell you, it's me, it's not you.
Right.
Like I need a dimmed version of this noise.
Right. But like if you hurt somebody, you don't get to say, this is about me, not you. You're like, I understand that you've explained the cause, but that didn't explain the action.
I'm not following the cause.
No,
part.
Like that's why you did it. But that doesn't mean it's okay that you did do it.
Well, I think
if we're all hanging out together in a group setting, and I don't want to harp on this because Lord knows I have a million flaws, and I'm not trying to harp on one of your flaws. But it's not even a flaw. It was a moment. If we're all hanging out in a group together, putting on AirPods is functionally saying to the group, I don't want to be a part of this group right now. That's a rejection, right? That's
why I got the, what are they called? I need help.
AirJuuls?
Not AirPods.
I'm gonna let you dig yourself out of this grave here. So you explain to me how it's okay to look at a group of people and go, I just need to put a pillow over your face so you're a little more muffled.
I can't even remember what they're called.
AirJuuls. I hears.
It was like a passive time. Like the kids are doing homework and everyone's talking, and I just needed it to be quieter.
Totally understandable.
To stay in the room.
Why'd you stay in the room, though? I guess that was my bigger question. Why not,
because I need to make sure everyone was doing, like, their homework.
That's insulting, too. I know how to get the kids to do their homework.
No, I don't remember the specific situation.
Yeah.
But I know that sometimes between 8 and 10 p.m. or, like, when Claire's in bed, like, I'm like, I've had too much noise.
Right.
And I have to dim it. So I can like write some emails and like be in the room.
But that's what you do when you're trying to get people to not talk to you, right? And not bother you?
No, it's just I can't focus, and the noise is stressing me out.
How I received it, now who knows what happened because this is a while ago. How I received it was we were all together and then you didn't want to actively be with us anymore.
Yeah, and that's why I bought the
AirJuuls. You splurged on the
so dumb because I can't remember the name and you won't tell it to me.
Headphones? AirPods? What did you buy? Noise cancellation? I don't know what
I bought
earplugs.
Earplugs.
Yeah.
Because I knew you would be insulted by AirPods. And that's why I bought the earplugs. Because it's a dimmer. It's not a cancellation. You hate AirPods because you're saying like, I'm going to be in this room, but I'm not going to have anything to do with you.
Yeah, it is true. I do hate that.
You hate that.
I hate. There is nothing that irritates me more than when someone is trying to half engage with you and act like they're with you with an AirPod in. That drives me up the wall. That is so rude.
I know, but a lot of people that doesn't bug them.
I know, but
and
it
also,
should. But I'm right. It should.
Like when we were teenagers and we got together, you hated interruptions. You hated when someone interrupted you. I understand that. I know that.
That is true, but I don't think that's the same thing.
But some people just grow up interrupting themselves and each other. Everyone.
Yeah, rude people. But
it's cultural. It's cultural.
It doesn't mean it's not rude. AirPods, I think, they're like, most adults don't do that. It's a very teenager thing.
I traveled to Ohio with a bunch of families, and I was telling her how we do these like Spotify playlists to like keep the peace, like when we're traveling in a big car with like all 5 of us.
This is my biggest road trip hack ever. Is that it kept up all screens. You just go, everybody gets a song and you just add it to the queue. And that means you'll have a song you like in the next like 3 to 4 songs.
But I think in a lot of families, especially with older kids, like teenagers, like everyone has AirPods and everyone has them in.
Right.
And
the car is a different thing.
No. Yeah. But I'm saying like, when I was traveling with everyone, a lot of the teens would split AirPods.
Right.
One would have one, the other would have one. And they would have to be watching videos or listening to music together.
Right.
Without the adults in the car.
Right.
And even at the Getty, like a lot of the kids were walking around, hanging out with friends with 1 to 2 AirPods in.
Right.
I think this whole thing is changing.
Yeah, but I think every situation you just described is totally different than it being in your house. With like your family around dinner, you know, when we're all just together. I think that's a totally
it wasn't
different.
During dinner.
No. But
yeah.
No, I'm not saying what you're saying. I'm going to like the teen. I understand as well as anybody that sometimes you just got to remove yourself from a situation. And just that's what I was saying. It's like, why don't we just go on a walk, honey? Don't have be with us. Because now all we're seeing is mom is irritated. She's with us. She doesn't want to be with us, but she's irritated and which is great. You had earned that irritation.
Sure.
But usually what you do is just go lock yourself in the room.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
We don't have to.
No. I'm curious.
Yeah.
I think it is just a very, you do know, it was, now that I think about it, you were being very considerate and that you got.
I was trying to stay.
Yeah.
That was the.
Listen, everyone knows my insecurity is rejection, right? And some things feel like rejection that may or may not be rejection. But when somebody has AirPods in, what I receive it as is, hey, you're not like enough for me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And actually, you know what? I don't think I'm wrong about that. I think that's what AirPods do communicate. When they're just saying like your presence, your conversation, the things that you have to say, your value to my life is not enough for me right now. So I'm going to have some entertainment along with me. I will take you with a soundtrack. I will take you as long as I can also have Drake at the same time. You plus Drake, I can handle. Plus, I don't think that's like a good way to like navigate life. Of like always having to have a little extra entertainment. It's like, dude, sometimes you just got to learn to be bored around the person with you.
I agree, but I feel like this is almost us being boomers. And I'm glad that we're pushing back and discussing it because I think a lot of people are going to agree with us or be challenged by it.
Yeah.
But I do think that this young culture, like that's just the norm.
Right.
I don't think you're getting 100% from your friends.
Right. But
and
it's
that's
not
why they're like
we didn't have headphones, Melissa. Headphones are not new. The headphones are an 80s thing. The Walkman has been around since the 80s.
I think you're right. Like we would get out of college classes and everyone would put on their white earbuds.
Yeah.
And you would listen to MP3s,
yeah,
right?
Gen Z did not invent this. This is not their thing. This is our thing. But we had like a little more like kind of just like social boundaries with it. That's all.
Yeah. Like if you were eating a meal at the college campus.
Yeah.
Like somebody didn't have headphones
and I am.
But the walking, that's passive.
As you know, I am hyper conscious about social interactions, right?
Yeah.
Like if I'm texting on my phone when I'm with somebody, I tell the person who I'm with who I am texting and how long it will take.
Yeah, I do that a lot too.
I think that's like a basic
this is my
courtesy.
Kid, just give me a sec.
I'll when I'm with Taylor, I always say the same. I go, wife text. I'm just letting her know the only person more important to me right now is my wife.
Right.
It's the only person I won't be present for you right now is my wife.
Right.
Which I think is a nice thing.
Well, I think that is nice because you have like 70 text messages unread.
I never respond to text messages.
And I appreciate that you use that form of communication for me.
Wife text.
But I also know like when you're going to lose someone socially.
Right.
Like in a video or social media or, like you just sense it and then you're like, well, they're gone. And you just have to carry on with yourself?
I call them out on it. I will straight up. If somebody does that like half polite thing where they're kind of like trying to engage with me as they look at their phone, I will straight up call them out on them. Like, just like, oh,
we lost you.
Yeah, we lost you. Let me know when you're back. I'm sorry. I understand that the phone I can't compete with.
I think
that this is why and I think you and I both do this. You and I are not like phone grazers all day.
Right.
We are like, I will with like work stuff a little bit, but you and I are like, hey, this is like phone time now. I'm going to like get on here. I'm going to be entertained. I'm going to watch some TikTok. I'm going to I'm going to read some Twitter. Or if like I'm watching a sports game like last night, the Seahawks won, I'm engaging with Twitter like the whole time. Super fun. But then you throw it. Then it's away from you for a while. Honestly, I want more feedback on this. Don't make me come back there at gmail.com. I want to hear about AirPod etiquette, your guys' take on this, on what maybe I'm being hypersensitive on the thing, but I will. An AirPod in the car, I'll give you. An AirPod in the car when there's just us in the car, that sucks.
Yes.
If it's a family trip, sure. But then the reason that I feel it's rude is like if the oldest is wearing AirPods, that sucks for the middle kids. And you feel that. I feel that because they feel left out. They're like, well, I'm not allowed to do that.
So we're driving home from SeaWorld. We've just given the children cotton candy, Slurpee, 2 packs of dibs, Gloria.
Yes, yeah.
2 packs of dibs.
Double dibs.
Dibs to share. They've had lemonade. We've walked 3.5 miles and I get in the van, you're off to LA, and our older kids have phones,
right?
And they're just texting or whatever.
Right.
And then Claire wants to pick the music. She's a lot like you, like she likes that stimulus and like, but I can't have her do the soundtrack from her row.
Right.
And I'm not going to ask my mom to do that.
No.
So I just pick one album and I'm like, remember, Claire, you don't get to pick the music.
Right.
And I feel very inclined as a parent to tell my children, like, you don't always get to pick the music in life.
Right.
Like
that's like a Melissa slogan around the house.
It is because we had the radio. We could call the DJ on the radio. We could not play a song.
It's a variation of We're Not a Restaurant.
Right.
Oh, that's nice that's what you want, but that's not what's for dinner.
Yeah, like just every day in life.
No, a house is a restaurant if the special was the only thing you could order that
house
day.
Special.
The house special.
This is the house special.
Yeah. Oh, well, what's else is on the menu? There's nothing else on the menu. This is it. It's only air fryer chicken nuggets tonight. It's only air fryer. Okay, hold on real quick. There's been a lot of hype about air fryers. What nobody told me, that just in general, what nobody told me is that air fryers have the power of God. An air fryer...
They do the unthinkable.
An air fryer can resurrect a cold fry.
I know.
That's unbelievable.
That happened 2 years ago.
2 years ago. That is the best technological advancement since the wheel. You can resurrect an old fry, any type of fry.
We had to throw them away.
Fry, the McDonald's fry.
Arby's curly fries.
Arby's curly fries.
Just your generic fry.
The big old fat steak fry that you get from a burger place that you're like, you cut a potato in half.
The controversial In-N-Out fry.
Yeah. It doesn't matter. An air fryer has the power of God in it to resurrect that and bring it back to 98% of its life form.
I know. That's why we brought home the fries and chicken fingers from the pool.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, maybe. And then sure enough, that's what Claire ate for dinner last night.
I didn't realize that the second coming has come. And it came in the power of the air fryer.
It's a magnificent piece of machinery.
It's a total life changer. Because fries were like, you would eat the fries immediately. Because you're like, well, fries are kind of like coffee. Like, you got to get this right away. Or it's going to be undrinkable. Unless you do the ice thing. But I'm a respectful human being. I don't drink iced coffee. But it's just absolute. This is how powerful. You brought home a hotel fry,
poolside chicken fingers.
Poolside chicken finger fry. It's like you were poolside another day. It's stretched out.
Pretty much.
Yeah. And it's great news, especially if you have a munchie mug. Because let me tell you, Kids spill fries.
That's right.
They absolutely spill fries constantly.
They spill popcorn 100%
Yep.
of the popcorn
Yeah.
will be spilled.
Kids have never eaten a piece of popcorn. They've only got it and then immediately dropped it on the floor.
Mm-hmm.
But with Munchie Mug, the best spill-proof cup on the market, that popcorn's going to stay right in there. Your snacks are safe.
Mm-hmm.
Your fries are safe. Your cold fries are safe. Your resurrected, brought to new life fries are safe as well.
That's right.
If you guys aren't familiar with Munchie Mug, it's a great product. You know, like I said, it's a spill-proof cup. Comes in a variety of colors. Got a little sensory lid experience. Dishwasher safe. Variety of colors. Gray for the boring kid, whatever it may be. And it's made right here in the U.S. I think I might have said that. And if you guys go to munchiemug.com and use promo code DON'TMAKEME, that's all one word, don't make me, you're going to get 25% off your entire order. Munchiemug.com, use promo code DON'TMAKEME, one word, no apostrophe, to get 25% off your entire order. Munchie Mug.
Making your life less messy.
And then here, I want to hit, you guys left some reviews on the old book and the old pod. I want to review,
Fantastic.
read those real quick. This one right here is from Grootman B. Grootman. Look forward to this every week. Grootman says, I always tell friends about this podcast because I love listening every week. Adding Mel and as a co-host a few years ago was the cherry on top. Love hearing you all chat about life, family, and laughing along with you the whole time. So relatable. Having 4 kids, 3 of them being teens, preteens. So much fun. And you guys give great food for thought too. Thanks for the laughs, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you, Grootman B.
Mm-hmm.
Grootman B. And then I have a book review. Actually, I have 2.
Great.
This is a nice one right here. This is from DAP, D-A-P. Such a sweet book on marriage, ... Funny and insightful. I had seen Dustin Nickerson's comedy, so I sort of knew what to expect, but I was delighted to find some truly insightful truths. This doesn't sound like much, but for all the books, seminars, sermons I've read and heard about marriage in my 45 years of married life, no one has quite said something to the effect that one can only comment to a large extent on what is good for your particular marriage. Yes, there are generalizations, but Dustin and Melissa put their marriage in perspective, and it is totally relatable. I started reading and thought, this isn't fair to Melissa because Dustin is describing a situation just from his perspective. Then came Melissa's perspective. Brilliant. So glad I bought it. We'll read it again when I need some laughs and encouragement.
I think that's the best review is that they're going to read it again, and they're so glad they bought it.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And then fantastic. This one is from Claudia B. 1 star, not funny or as expected. Description is not accurate.
Thanks, Claudia.
I want to read an email right here quick. Okay, this is from Dave. Subject, brewery pizza shops. This is a couple weeks ago when we were talking about how breweries are the new pizza places.
Right.
Hey, Dustin and Melissa, I got a little jealous listening to you talk about breweries being the new pizza shops. I live in New Jersey, and we have tons of stupid laws that limit what breweries can and cannot do. One important one is they cannot sell food. They still try to make them family-friendly, games, fire pits, etc., but you can only drink so many beers in front of your kid when they don't have food to eat. I may have just talked myself into moving. Yeah, keep playing pinball. Gonna knock down another Oktoberfest.
Get some peanuts.
Yeah. Remember last night when you and I were just like hanging out and watching a football game, and then I was like, I'm gonna go get some. It's Oktoberfest season, and then 394 AleSmith, the local brewery, they made it an Oktoberfest.
You got so hyped with that Seahawks
Melissa.
game.
Okay. This is
did not see that coming.
This is not for everybody. 5 out of 5 bingo dingo reviews of Monday Night Football. I explained, I feel because you care so little about sports, but you're very nice to me. I feel so stupid when I explain sports to you. That is one of the,
We feel even worse when I try and talk about them.
Well, let me say that. I will say the best thing for a husband who takes sports too seriously is a wife who doesn't like sports but is nice to you, because you feel so stupid when you explain it to them of why it's important.
Right.
Like when I tried to explain to you, you remember how I used to talk about Russell Wilson, but he was a Seahawk and we won a Super Bowl, but there's a lot of drama because we were a defensive team and he was just a rookie back then. And then a lot of the team left because they didn't really like him. And now he's gone now and he kind of became a diva, and then he left and he's with the Broncos, and now it's Broncos are here and it's Monday Night Football and it's crazy and they're booing him and he's wearing this stupid silver suit, and then the backup, he's a career backup, and then they're going to win and you're like, oh yeah, that's nice. And you I would almost rather you hate it. I would almost rather you be like, that's so stupid. Why are you always watching football? Because then I'd be like, well, it's important to me. You know, like that feels,
You want to defend it?
No, I just feel dumb. When you explain it sounds like a soap the
opera.
Plot line, it is a soap opera.
Yeah.
Like, these are real people. I get that.
Mm-hmm.
But all you need to know about how it is a soap opera is all that drama did happen. That is all real.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And then the league goes, oh, we know about all that drama, so it's going to be the most watched game of the year, of the week. It's going to be a Monday Night Football. That's the one. That's the only game that everybody watches is Monday Night Football. Right. There's some money in and for it to be the first one of the year, incredible. But I was so hyped.
They knew what they were doing. Yeah.
Oh, they're brilliant. Yeah,
and
brilliant. Yeah.
When the retired players showed back up.
Oh, and they were all Sherman and Baldwin were all throwing shade on Russ on Twitter. And you're like, oh my gosh, did you guys all hate him the whole time? This is soap opera, but it's kind of royal family stuff. That's our royal family. The sports are like my royal, like people who like obsess over them and their drama. It's their celebrity stuff. It's fun. Yeah. It's interesting. I guess what it is it just feels like escapism. And then there's also like a relatability. You're like, I got coworkers I hate too.
Right. Or you didn't see it coming, like
right.
You didn't think Seahawks were going to like do anything this year and it's a building year.
I feel so stupid when you talk about it. It makes me so stupid. Anyways.
Okay, well, I just won't talk about it.
No. He said, and anyways, Dave said, P.S. Love the book, bought 10 copies and gave them to a bunch of couples at our church.
Dave.
Most of them become fans. The other got divorced. Okay, I'll leave the jokes. Well, you know what? 1 out of 10, that's well above the national average. So.
Oh, that's funny.
Okay,
well done, Dave.
We got a couple things to discuss here. I want to say this real quick.
What?
All right, so I performed at a mom's event on Thursday. MOPS, Mothers of Preschoolers, here in San Diego. Just 10 minutes. Here's what I love about moms. Moms let loose. Better than any demographic.
Yeah, this whole conference was like letting them go to a hotel with friends.
Nobody
and get refreshed.
Nobody lets loose like a mom. Nobody lets loose like a mom.
Right.
Here's how I know. After my set, in front of these moms, 5 different moms came up to tell me, look me in the eye, that they had peed themselves.
Yeah, that was their hello.
That was their good show. A woman came up to me and said I had tears flowing down my leg.
And she's like, wink.
Dads don't say that. Women without kids don't say that.
They don't.
Only moms say that. Moms let loose more than anybody. Why?
They got a lot to carry.
Yeah, I want you to explain to me. A mom away from the kids. Honestly, is it more when they're in a group or with their husband or just the point of why is it? You tell me, mom, not my mom. You tell me, Melissa, why do moms let loose so wildly?
Because I think they're always carrying the responsibility of like everyone.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, we were at the pool. I saw them. They were all FaceTiming their husbands and their kids. And they were like,
hiding their mimosas.
I laid out the clothes for picture day.
Uh-huh.
Brush your hair, brush your teeth, find your jacket. Like they carry that. Mm-hmm. And so they did all the prep. They got on their plane. Yeah. They got with their friends. They got to their little conference.
Yeah.
They're just ready. Yeah. They need a break. They work all the time.
I know, but like everybody works all the time. And I'm not trying to diminish moms here. There must be some psychology.
They can relax.
To the mama bear stuff, that there is an intensity of the burden they carry that is greater than dad, that is greater than employee, that, because we all have that's greater than student, than greater than business owner. It's greater because people don't let loose like that. Nobody lets moms.
It's kind of like you remember your breastfeeding.
Moms are an explosion. Moms don't like vacation. Moms are fireworks that get set off. They go wild. Moms will burn a hotel down. Moms go crazy.
And then clean it up.
There is...
And write an apology letter. I think it's because being a mother like takes your whole entire body.
Yeah, that's true.
Like literally your DNA, like part of your heart is like walking outside of you. And the same for dads.
No, it's not.
Or,
no, it's not.
Or adoptive parents. Like there's just something, what they're referring to is giving birth to a child.
Right.
And then carrying the scars of that around for the rest of their life.
I do think that it also applies to adoptive moms too, because I think it's like a mom bear thing. I think it's
an instinct.
There is the physical toll, and then there is just the instinct. And I know it because in the same way that nobody like lets loose like a mom, no one goes like crazy like a mom too. Like when like the mama bear thing is like, and because I've seen you go like nuts a few times, not in anger towards the kids, over like, is my kid okay type stuff.
Right.
You know?
Like it's instinctual and like,
oh no, Melissa has left the building. Melissa, I'm no longer engaging with Melissa Ruth Hoagland, who I met in 2001. Yeah. Some inner mama demon has taken over, and
she's in there.
And may God protect who is ever on the other end of this. So I think it's the same spirit there.
It is.
There is just there's something that lays dormant within a mother that there can be an explosion that is just an intensity of emotion that is like, it's like staring at the sun. You just can't.
You love it.
Yeah.
You love to have it.
Maybe it's why you sleep so hard too. You're just like, I got nothing left. Oh, when you're on the receiving end of that intensity, it can be, it's a double-edged sword right there.
Well, occasionally I'll be traveling or doing something with moms.
Right.
Like we go to brunch and there's like 3 of us and we're like checking to make sure everyone has the silverware.
Right.
We're like opening the door to the bathroom. We're like, do you need a water? And you're trying not to do that, but you can't always turn it off.
Right. Right.
But it's like, let me hold your stuff.
Yeah.
I got a bagel with a mom.
Let me help you.
She was
let me help you.
She's like, leave all your stuff here. I'll carry it. You can go to the bathroom. Yeah. And I was like, that's so helpful.
Let me button up your romper.
That's so helpful, but that's just mom stuff.
Yeah.
Like we're always like, what do you need? I've got it.
Right. And dads are like, you need a beer? Which is helpful in its own way.
Yep.
Yeah. That is like, yeah. Well, maybe that's why. So I performed at this conference here in town, and last weekend was disheveled scheduling mess for a million reasons. But ended up I was on, then I was off, then I was back on. And what happened was the original plan, they asked me to do it. And I was like, yeah, let's do it. Can we get a hotel room there? Because it's at the Grand Hyatt Manchester downtown. It's an unbelievable hotel in San Diego.
Yeah, beautiful view.
Okay, all right, hold on. You and the kids were freaking out. Like, I haven't taken you to nice hotels before. You've stayed in like the Venetian.
I know.
You have stayed in you've stayed in the W in Hollywood. You've stayed in so many nice hotels. You've stayed in the Marriott in Times Square, and you guys are like, oh my gosh, what a hotel. You're like, would you stop? Would you stop? You have stayed in nice hotels. This is a nice hotel. Oh my gosh.
The view.
The view. I'm 3 stories in the air. The view. I get to see the harbor of San Diego. Oh yeah, could you not see that when I flew you in on first class from Seattle, Melissa? Did you not see the harbor then? It was a great hotel, but you guys were I didn't like how much you guys were freaking out about how nice it was. It's fine. It was a Hyatt. Let's not get out of control here. It was
I just liked the view from the pool.
It was a nice hotel.
And the hotel
And we
room.
have not had a hotel
like
with
a scenic.
Went out with the kids. The W in Hollywood was cool.
Yeah.
But that was a very horny poolside. That's like a thing in LA, like rooftop hotels. Like a lot of the people weren't even staying there. Those were like influencers with day passes.
Right.
So it's a different vibe there. But you went and the plan was your mom's here. So I was like, oh, well, let's you two stay there.
We kind of all orchestrated this. Yeah. So like my mom and I would stay at the hotel.
Yeah.
And then
very thoughtful gesture from me. I just want you guys know the podcast listeners though that was my idea. Was you guys stay there, and you in the moment did say that's very nice of you, and I was like, it is very nice.
That is very nice of you,
because I'm the one who earned this. I'm the actual performer here. I'm the one who's supposed to be at the hotel.
Well, I asked you to ask for a hotel. And then you said you could stay there with your mom. So we both get credit.
You're right. We both get credit. But so we get there on the plan is, hey, I actually have to go perform on Thursday. The kid's like, why are you leaving the pool? Like, you're at the pool because of the show I'm about to go do, right?
Yeah.
So I go to the show. We sell a butt ton of books. It's the official weight of books was butt ton, and it was great. Thank you, everyone who came out and bought books.
Everyone was fantastic.
Somewhere along the line, you go drop the kids. But the plan was Thursday was going to be hotel pool day with the kids. They were super excited.
Yeah, we ate poolside.
We got some fries to resurrect back at home. Great win. And then you were going to have a pool day with your mom on Friday.
Right.
And then it did the thing that it does 11 days a year here in San Diego. It rained on your mom parade.
Yep. My mom con did not go as planned. It was like a hurricane coming up the coast.
Yeah, the hurricane didn't hit us, but it was bad.
It was pouring.
It rained.
And it was super humid. I drove through the rain over the Coronado Bridge, and we went to the Dell and walked around.
You went to a different hotel.
I didn't want to walk around Seaport Village.
Yeah, it's pretty touristy.
It's like kind of like a family thing.
And it was also so rainy.
So rainy.
Yeah.
At least we had like awnings in an indoor hotel.
Right.
I did buy an umbrella.
Mm-hmm.
But I wasn't going to buy one at the hotel. It's like $25. So
they give
we did it.
You can use those for free at the hotel. I've told you that.
Well,
you just got to ask the front desk. They'll loan you
there
umbrellas.
was too much going on.
Okay.
Yeah. I thought about
Hotel
that, but we had checked out, and that was a whole thing too.
Yeah. I'm going to do a hotel hack by Dustin real quick.
Okay.
What do we have? We have Dustin's Comedy Corner, DDC.
Yes.
And then we have
Travel Tips by Dustin.
Travel Tips by Dustin.
Or Hacks.
Hotel Hacks. Yeah, well, either way the same.
Okay.
You told me when we were in Seattle, what was it that needed something needed a wrapper? Was it like the wet poof or some food?
I bought some flowers for a friend in Pike Place Market. You're going to have to help me here. We
had something that needed to get wrapped. An apple? An apple.
Oh, that was at the airport.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you had an apple, and we were in the Delta Lounge, and you had a pastry, and the pastries were wrapped. So you took the plastic wrap off the pastry and put it on the apple.
For later.
And my mind was blown.
You are too good at this. Was your exact words. Yeah, I will tell you guys, like, there are... acquiring plastic bags on the road
that's a necessity.
Is a value, and they're in your hotel room. They've wrapped the cups. That's where they are. If you have a wet sock, a wet pair of underwear,
swimsuit,
or I travel with a poof because hotel soap just dries you out so much. You're like, oh my gosh, my skin is.
You can't use hotel soup
or soap
4 days a week.
No. Your skin's so dry. So you travel with a body wash and a thing, and you're like, my showers are like so crucial on the road of just like life givers.
Yeah.
That you go, I need a little, and if you've already used your laundry bag, which you kind of need your laundry bag just to sort the dirty from, get some wet, you just grab the little plastic bag around your cup, and then boom, it's covered.
And by laundry bag, you mean the
dirty laundry bag.
Dry cleaning bag that's hanging up in the closet.
Yeah, that's your dirty laundry bag.
Yeah.
That's what that's for.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it's for dry cleaning. I don't know what human actually does that. That's for your dirty socks.
Yeah.
That have reached too dirty.
Yep.
So anyways, I'm sorry that your parade got rained on, but give me... We
still had a good time.
Yeah.
It just, I think I had spent months envisioning this no children pool day.
Well, yeah, you thought you were going to burn the hotel down. You thought this was your crazy day.
My mom con.
That's what you get for trying to get a day away from me. I was home on a Friday.
And then I got away Monday too.
What'd you do
for
Monday?
the Getty.
The
field
Getty, nice segue.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, what a professional.
Thank you.
Mom had Mel had a like a day. My son's high school went on a field trip to the Getty in Malibu.
Yeah, the villa.
Mm-hmm. And you were like, well, for sure, I'm going to that. And Joel wasn't excited for you to go because everyone knows like you're hot mom at school, and that's really problematic for him. Everyone's like, wait, is your mom going, Joel? And that's, that sucks for him. But
everyone was chill.
Everyone was chill? Yeah, Joel's like, they might try and hit on her. I was like, Joel,
no.
First off, that's a crime. No, this is not like a funny gag anymore. We all had a friend whose mom was like, that's your mom? Sure. It's like the opposite of my bit. Is that your dad? With boys, it's like, is that your mom? I might need to add that. That comes across a lot different.
Yeah, so
you get on the bus, you get an escorted trip.
Pretty much took a solo trip to the Getty in a bus.
Yeah, because how much chaperoning do high schoolers need? Not a lot.
They don't need a lot.
When I was in high school, we went to Alcatraz. There's no chaperones that I remember. I think we just had the one jazz band teacher.
Wow. That's impressive. We were having a conversation about the lack of field trips that we took in high school.
Yeah, well, being in band is the one.
Yeah.
Nobody gets field trips like band. Nobody. We went to...
I thought maybe ASB, but we didn't go anywhere.
No, and I was only... Okay, so when I was in high school, I was in jazz band, playing that bass guitar, and I did it all 3 years, and I don't remember what we did the third year. But
our band always went to Canada.
Well, yeah, which is fun. We did Bay Area 1 year. So we did like SF, and we played at Stanford. That's where our performance was at Stanford. And so then we did like Bay Area stuff. And then we did Disneyland the other year.
Amazing.
Yeah, it's crazy. This is crazy. Do you remember we growing up in Washington and coming to Southern California and like, oh my gosh. Like I remember us being in the bus. Yeah. Like, oh, is that a Ferrari? Like, it's the cars. It's the cars. It's the money. It's the people. You forget. We're talking specifically about LA here, but like Southern California, you forget how flashy it is when you're from a non-flashy place, because the Northwest is the opposite of flashy, right? The Northwest is a Patagonia sweater. Like, that's a Northwest tux.
Yes.
And so when you came down here, people were like looking out the windows. Oh, it's a Lamborghini. Ah! They were like getting hyped. They were like jumping in the bus that they had seen a nice car.
Oh, yeah.
And they're like, my dad drives a Subaru. I've never seen one of these. It's incredible.
And the palm trees, In and Out, Hollywood.
It's incredible. Yeah, it's incredible.
Mm-hmm.
And now you're like, it's got problems. It's cool. It's cool. I like LA, but it's cool. But I want to retire in Hermosa. I was there on Saturday, and I was like, yeah, this is it, baby. This is it. Hermosa is the dream. It is so nice. It's very close to the airport. It has a comedy club. Hermosa is the dream.
Right.
Oh, sign me up.
I would say the same for Malibu.
Oh, well, yeah. Malibu is, yeah. It's its own animal. So the 90-second review of the Getty in Malibu.
The kids were all really sweet. The girls were kind of doing the photo ops.
Sure.
Some of them were.
It's me and the Mona Lisa.
They were having the boys. They were like, get together, look at me, smile. They were like,
right. Taking
pictures of the boys. A couple broke up at the Getty. I was not involved.
That's so funny. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. She broke his heart at an art museum. Or he broke hers?
It was drama.
You know what? It is kind of a beautiful place for romance and brokenheartedness.
That's right.
Because that's what inspires art, baby.
Mm-hmm. So it was a great time. I loved it.
5 out of 5?
I'm in almost a lunch alone. But yes, I'm going to give it 5 out of 5.
Amazing.
Go Dingoes.
All right, everybody. Thanks for listening to the podcast. We appreciate you guys so much.
All right. Bye.
Hey, thanks for listening, everybody. Wanted to give a special shout out to our As Essential as Oils patrons. That's our $25 a month and up level patrons. Thank you so much for your support of the podcast and Dustin Nickerson comedy. That is Trey Turner, Nathan and Jennifer Merritt, Adam Bush, Jennifer Ashley Downs, Juliana Smith, Jordan Cowan, Code to Grow, Courtney Eibling, Lori Amos, Dave and Melissa Cox, Isaac Terron, Farrah Journey, Bonnie Galindo, Carrie Teague, Averill Griffiths, Jessica Sewell, Rachel Kennedy, Dave Hoagland, Demarius Diaz-Stevens, Nicole Carraz, and Tiffany Payne. Thank you so much, everybody.